Traffic never stops in India. Did you notice that, Braun? The only time traffic stops in India is if a cow is crossing the street. And a cow will cross the street. You don't need to be out in the country in India to see a cow. You could be in a city. I was in Bombay, in the heart of the city, and I saw a fucking cow. In all fairness, you never see two cows together. It's always like one cow here, and then like 8 blocks later, there's another cow. But that cow looks like it's looking for this cow, you know, just... Her. 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 Anybody see my cousin? And the cows in India are skinny as shit. They're skinny. That's why we don't eat beef. It has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with common sense. There's no fucking beef on the cow. You don't think Indian guys sit around going, man, I really want a steak. From what? That. That's not a cow. That's a swollen goat. And the cows are assholes in India. They are, because they know they're safe. Nobody fucks with a cow in India. When a cow's crossing the street, that's it. Traffic stops. I was in a taxi and a cow crossed the street. My driver shut off the engine. I go, what are you doing? Saving petrol. Well, how long is this going to take? Up to her. The cows know they're safe. Nobody honks their horn at them. Nobody pushes them. Nobody's like, come on, cow, move. Cows know they're safe. They just walk slow. They stop and look at traffic. They even moo with an accent. Moo? Oh, moo. My family's from Calcutta, and there's never any more than 3 people from Calcutta in an audience. Because everybody's still in fucking Calcutta, that's why. We want to leave, but we can't, you know. Calcutta's a trip. You see some ill shit in Calcutta. You see things in India that if any one of those things happened, like right here in London, the whole country would shut down. Here's what I saw. It was like 4 o'clock on a Friday evening. And I was in the heart of Calcutta. Right downtown, it's called Park Street. That's where everybody is. It's like being in fucking Piccadilly Circus, like when everybody's there. And here's what I saw. I was in a taxi, right? Now, first of all, if you're in a taxi in India, you know you're not moving very fast. And at rush hour, you're not moving at all. So I'm an idiot for getting in the fucking taxi to begin with. Because when you are in a taxi and you're not moving, people pop out of everywhere and try and sell you shit you'd never wanted ever. I'm sitting in the cab, this guy, ding, ding, ding. What? You want cauliflower? What? When have you ever been sitting there going, man, I could really go for some fucking cauliflower right now. And it looked delicious. I'm like, no, I don't want fucking cauliflower right now. Bouquet. The fuck is a bouquet? Flowers, bouquet of flowers, one bouquet. Bouquet? No, I'm fine, but you want? So we're in traffic, and I look on the sidewalk, right? Now let me explain something to you. The road's packed. Cars are going in every direction imaginable. People are crossing, and I look on the sidewalk. The sidewalk is packed like this. Only people are going in every direction. And I see a fucking horse. A full-size horse walking down the sidewalk. Now let me explain something. There was nobody leading this horse. It wasn't like, come on, Fluffy, let's go home. The horse didn't have a saddle on to suggest maybe somebody was riding it and they fell off. This was just a white horse walking right here, like through the middle of you guys. And it was walking like it knew where the fuck it was going. It wasn't panicking. It wasn't, like if a horse like that was seen in the heart of downtown London and you saw a horse walking, the horse would be panicking. The people would go, oh my God, a crazy horse. Even the horse would be like, people, or whatever horses say when they're freaking out, right? And this horse was walking like it knew where it was going. It was just like, And nobody's worried about this horse. People are literally walking past a horse like this. The stupid horse is here every day. Their mother's a jackass. You see some wild shit over there. Homelessness, I realized, India does not have a homeless problem. Let me explain. The rest of the world has a homeless problem. England, you could say England has a homeless problem. Let me tell you why. Because the homeless people in England, at some point in their life, lived in a home. Now they no longer have a home, therefore they are actually homeless. India has generations of homeless people. They're so homeless, they don't even know what the fuck homeless is. I saw a dude sitting on the sidewalk. I go, hey man, are you homeless? He goes, no. I go, where do you live? Right here. Where does your family live? Here, here, and here. Could you please get out of my living room? I'm trying to watch the cow cross the street. A lot of poverty in India. Did you notice that there? But here's the thing about the poverty in India. It's pretty extreme. However, the poor people in India are a different breed of poor people. They're not dangerous. They're not angry that they're poor. It's kind of like a beautiful poverty they have over there. In that the people, like you can walk through a poor neighborhood in India with your watch on and nobody's gonna try and take your shit. Because they're hungry. They don't wanna know fucking how long they've been hungry for. Give me your watch. It's been 17 hours. The poor people in India have a different mentality. They don't look at you and go, one day I will have your shit. They don't do that. They kind of accept it and figure in the next life it may get better. And they know that no matter how shit their life is right now, there's somebody in a worse position right beside them. Like I saw a little kid running around with no shoes. I go, hey man, you got no shoes? He goes, that's okay, that guy's got no feet. Hey man, you got no feet! That's okay, that guy's got no legs. Till finally I reached a stump with a head and he's like, this is it. This is as bad as it gets, but at least I have my health. Could you please pick me up? Here comes the horse. You know, you'll notice when you're walking around any major city now, and I notice this here even in England, which is ironic, that you find less and less people speaking English nowadays. Like even in America, I walk through any major city and I hear people speaking every other language but English. And the fucked up thing for me is I can only speak English. I know words in other people's languages, I know phrases, I know how to say certain things, but I can't speak anything from top to bottom other than English. And which, you know, like if I was to talk to you, if I was to start speaking Punjabi to you, I know enough to start the conversation, but then if you replied, I would just go, yeah, right? Like, that's why I've created my own language. I'd be like, oh, kya haal hai ji? I'm like, but. That's what I would do, that's all I do. I've created my own language called but. And then, you know, with Indian people, because we have so many dialects, they may just think, oh, I don't know that dialect of, what is kya, but. What I like to do is I like to listen to people speak another language, and then I play this game where I try to figure out what language it is, but to fuck with them in the meantime, I stare at them every now and then and smile like I know what they're saying. You should see how paranoid people get. I'm sitting at this cafe, there's these people behind me, and all I hear is, and I look at them and I go, and they were like, we must move. This man speaks Latvian. Damn you, Rosetta Stone. But I always listen for like the one key word in English, you know? You ever do that? Hear somebody speaking another language, and you listen for the one key word in English, and then you try and piece together what they're talking about. But the funny thing is, you'll hear a word that sounds like an English word, but it won't mean the same thing to them. Like it'll be like, shopping mall, and you're like, aha! They're going to a shopping mall. But then you find out that shopping mall means bread to them or something, you know? There's always words in people's languages that'll make you laugh because it'll sound like a word in your language. Are there any Hungarian people here tonight? Really? It was just a fluke question, really. Do you speak Hungarian, sweetheart? What's the Hungarian word for kiss? Not choke, the other word. Pussy, right? Did you know that? That's the Hungarian word for kiss. Pussy. To us, fucking hilarious, isn't it? Pussy. Ha ha, pussy. But to Hungarian people, very innocent. They'll be on the phone, okay, pussy, pussy, and they'll hang up. And we'll be like, ha ha, double pussy. And the only reason I know this is because I was at a strip joint, once, researching some material quite extensively, and my stripper, she was Hungarian, and I guess I was making her laugh, and by the end of the night, she goes, you were so nice, I want to give you pussy. And I'm like, I would love to receive the aforementioned pussy. And she goes, close your eyes. And I close my eyes, and all of a sudden I feel on my cheek, and I'm like, did she just rub her pussy on my face? Because if I'd known that was gonna happen, I would have done the old, But you'll always hear words in people's languages that'll remind you of words you know. Like when I was in the Philippines, I forgot that I knew the Filipino word for tits, which is susu. Now, susu just sounds funny in English, but it's even funnier for Indian people because susu is what we say to a little kid who has to go to the bathroom. What's the matter? You have to go susu. You have to go susu. Go susu, nicely go nicely, go susu. But I forgot in the Philippines that it meant tits, and when I was there, I met this chick, and she's like, so, do you want to see my susu? And I'm like, no! Flush it! Oh my God, you're so kinky. Whoosh.